Let's get into Savannah Guthrie. I don't know if I've been on my phone too much. I don't know if maybe my algorithm's gotten weird, or maybe I'm just a conspiracy theorist. But did you guys see that clip that was pulled? I think it was from The Silence of the Lambs, that film, where there was like a quote that was used in Savannah's video. And now the internet's convinced that this entire like Nancy Guthrie going missing and this ransom, it's all like coordinated and planned.
This part in particular is coming back to surface, and we'll explain why, and pay particularly close attention to the ending.
She is a devoted friend. She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Talk to her and you'll see. It sounds like a phrase we might have heard before, and online sleuths confirm indeed we probably have. They discovered that line is from the 1991 horror crime film Silence of the Lambs. The main character, Clarice Starling, is played by Jodie Foster. Starling is investigating the kidnapping of Catherine Martin, the 25-year-old daughter of the fictional Senator Ruth Martin. Catherine, the daughter, has been kidnapped by Buffalo Bill, a serial killer who skins his female victims. In the scene where the phrase, talk to her and you'll see, is used, it's the kidnapping victim's mother, Senator Ruth Martin, sending a message to her daughter's captor.
Now, I'm not going to go over here and say that this is a conspiracy. It is a odd, coincidence. But at the same time, we're talking about an 84-year-old woman who could potentially be dead. On Monday, Savannah did post a video, and it seems like she's under the assumption that Nancy is still alive, even though the medication that she needs to survive for her heart hasn't been with her for she hasn't taken it in like a week. So who knows if she's still alive. Savannah and her siblings, Annie and Cameron, which Annie is a little bit suspicious too. I'm sorry. Maybe the conspiracy is just deep inside me, because every time like Annie's in one of these videos that they post onto Savannah's socials, you'll see that she's like looking down, or she has like a weird grin. But at the same time, I don't know how they could be like coping with this. Like, I don't know what my faces would look like either. I'd probably look like crazy eyes if this happened to my mother. So I'm giving Annie a pass for now. You guys might be wondering, what do these kidnappers want? Well, they want Bitcoin, and they want a lot of it. $6 million worth.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
This person in the comments was convinced that Savannah saying celebrate with her equals them knowing that she's in heaven now. Unfortunately, to me, it sounds like she has passed and they want her body for the funeral. God, I hope I'm wrong. Theory, they took her and planned to return her alive, not knowing that she had a heart condition. She passed away, and they told them in their latest letter. That's where the "we understand" comment comes from. I hope I'm wrong. The deadline for the money to be put into this Bitcoin account was 5 p.m. on Monday. And as at the time of like filming this episode, we actually don't have any money in the Bitcoin yet, so they've got a couple more hours. This person writes, something is really weird here. This entire situation is weird and random. Savannah has interviewed several of Epstein's victims. They hated it so much that they talked about it in the files. And I do wonder, like, what is really going on here? I mean, I'm not going to say that this is all made up, but it is such a bizarre story. It sounds like a movie.
There's no way this is a coincidence. Her daughter just happens to be Savannah Guthrie, who is on the Today Show and just so happened to interview multiple different victims from the EPEP files. 3 million files are dumped. 3 million files are dumped. 2 days later, this woman, this 84-year-old woman who cannot live without life-sustaining medications, a pacemaker that is connected to their phone or an Apple Watch, I believe it's a phone, doesn't have her phone with her, doesn't have anything with her. And she's just kidnapped out of her home for ransom. And this is wild. I am sitting here right now. If you search up her daughter, Savannah, search up Savannah's name in the files, this is one of the emails that come up. It's redacted, but all you see at the top is it's from NYFBI, right? And then the date on it, Thursday, September 19th, 2019. Below is a list of those we know of that were interviewed for Dateline. And then there's redactions and one woman unknown. Ready? You scroll down. Here it goes. Just wanted to give you a heads up. She's done another interview with Savannah Guthrie.
There are some creepy connections between the Epstein case and Savannah Guthrie. Let me know in the comments below if you want to see that video, but we are praying on Nancy's safe return. And if she's been returned, hopefully she's okay.
You've been looking at the Bitcoin account. What are you reporting?
There's nothing there. It has not been deposited. I'll read you one line from the ransom note we received, and they say, "It is in the best interest of everyone to have this completed as soon as possible." So, this was way back when the first ransom note was issued, and days passed, and on Saturday, Savannah said, "We are going to pay this." So it's baffling to us. We just don't understand what has transpired, but the account we're looking at does not show a deposit.
That unverified ransom deadline has now come and gone with no communication between the Guthrie family and the suspected kidnappers, and now Savannah Guthrie is begging the public for any information about her mom.
We are at an hour of desperation, and we need your help.
Let's get into Cardi B. So when the Super Bowl started, Cardi was in a relationship, and by the time it was over, she was single. Yes, she and Stefon Diggs have broken up, even though they just welcomed a baby last year. They both unfollowed each other on social media, which is the easiest way to tell the world that they're no longer together. So he lost Cardi and he lost the Super Bowl. This person writes, that's a double loss for him. Another person shared a comment that had been trending where Cardi supposedly commented on his post and wrote, "You're a disgrace to the game." One person wrote that Cardi and Stefon Diggs just unfollowed each other. She had his baby 2 months ago, and he was seen tonight sneaking his girl best friend into his hotel room not even an hour after he lost the Super Bowl.
So Cardi B and Stefon Diggs have officially broken up, and she also left the game early, okay? And here's the reason why. Y'all see the chick in the red, right? Her name is Pre, right? That's the girl that Offset had as a side chick. That's also the same girl that was saying that she was pregnant for Offset when him and Cardi B was together, and she was like, Offset paid her a boy. Her name is Pre. Pre came to the game or whatever, and, she claims that she's best friends with Stefon Diggs, okay? When she was at the game or whatever, she also was sitting next to Stefon Diggs' mama.
You could tell something was off with Cardi B. I mean, she tried to, stay in a good mood. You could tell she's just being her normal self. But at the same time, the way that she answered this question about Stefon Diggs tells me everything I need to know.
Inspiring message for Stefon before the game. One inspiring message for him.
Good luck.
How we celebrate?
Oh, she's mad at him. The reporter behind the camera is like, oh. And then this person writes, that was in the "be careful with me" tone of voice. Be careful with me. You know that song? Oh, I love her first album, really did hit. One person wrote, oh baby, she can't stand him right now. And it's unfortunate that Stefon had this girl, like he was sneaking around the entire Super Bowl, because Cardi B supposedly spent $1.2 million on a huge celebration party for Stefon to win. So I can't believe that she dished out that kind of money for a man who's not even making her his priority. Although Cardi B did plan this party for the Patriot teammates, it looks like a source says that the other wives of the players says that Cardi's a lot to deal with, and they don't really like her flashy behavior. The wives believe that Cardi is always looking to be the center of attention, which is frustrating for all the other wives trying to compete for attention. So sad that The Sun reported that Cardi is incredibly excited and fully locked in to the Super Bowl and this after party, and it literally all fell apart in one night. As you guys know, Stefon plays for the Patriots, and supposedly those wives really don't like Cardi. They say that she speaks loudly and behaves in a cold, diva-like way. The Patriots are not a franchise that likes flashy behavior. Cardi has no filter, no limits, and she acts like she could do whatever she wants. And the same goes for her entourage. That's extremely frustrating for many people. The source claims that most of the wives and their families don't like being in the same space as her. They believe that Cardi just wants attention and has no filter, which she doesn't. That's part of the reason why we love her, right? This article reports that Cardi has allegedly warned Stefon Diggs not to be unfaithful, since he does have other children from different women. According to The Sun, Cardi warned Stefon that if he messes up, if another woman comes forward with a baby after they became official and started a family together, she's done. Thank you for watching this clip from the Let's Get Into It podcast. To view the full episode, visit the link listed below.